Hey guys, so I want to share some tips and tricks I've learned here in Lost Light that helped me win a lot of engagements and attain this massive amount of money and this high tier gear. And I hope my tips would somehow help you guys succeed too. I can't guarantee that you'll have a solid win streak when you apply my tips in terms of matchmaking, because I win and lose sometimes, and I'm sure other pro players get the same results too. So don't be tough on yourself and don't give up. So, first of all, gather any possible loot you may find. There are green low cost items, then there's blue items that has a fair value ranging around 8k to 20k. And there's purple and orange items that cost 40k to 100k. If you feel like you're not gaining enough money from selling such items, you can take the gears of your enemies such as armors, weapons, backpacks, tacticals, and meds. Also helmets that you find from their death crates, if they ever possess one. Best items that I've sold are modified guns. I would usually leave one gun slot vacant so I can carry a lot of guns. Usually 3 guns because that's the limit of my backpack. You can save some of the gear that you've gathered and use it later on if you want to, like those armors from your enemies. One thing you should know though is that you can insure your items or gear, so if you die from a match you'll be able to retrieve it. The options are manual retrieval and drone retrieval. I would suggest that you guys use the manual since it's cheap and it can truly gather all your loot back. Unlike the drone retrieval, it only gathers few of your items, a handpick of your items, and some of your items will be left behind the enemy, the match. But if an enemy player somehow finds your death crate and took your gear, then your stuff will never come back unless he dies, you know. Second is you can play as a Marauder by switching this one button right here. As you can see, you can now play as a Marauder. The gears provided to you are free and you can save them on your inventory after the match. If you don't, you won't be able to have the same items you got because the system changes your gear after the game. Basically, if you're using an RPK before the match and after, if you don't put it on your inventory and save it, if you leave it on your slot, it would disappear. It would be replaced with another one. So you have to put it on your inventory if you want it for the next game, if you play as a Firefly or if you want to sell it. You can switch the weapon or gear you have by tapping the switch button on the bottom right near the confirm button. But it's gonna cost you 50k when you're gonna switch another weapon or gear. You also have this energy as well, which means your playtime as a Marauder is limited, but it will be refilled later on. Third, you can do missions from these 4 guys, which would not just help you gain money but also unlock other items on Heidi's shop. They provide decent pay and other items or gear. You can finish these missions with your bud so you'll have some company and help at the same time. So I suggest you finish your missions because they're not that hard. Fourth, you can buy and sell guns and other items on the block market. Unlike on just selling the guns on the inventory, here in the black market you can fix the prices of the items you want to sell. You can fix the price up to millions or less, but I suggest you fix the prices according to the worth of the item, like modified guns and its rarity, which is something that would attract and maybe persuade some people to purchase your item. Mark the price to maybe 350k or 450k, which is a decent price for like a modified M4 with rare attachments. Apart from selling, you can purchase such items as well, but do check the durability of the guns, armors, meds to make sure that you're not being cheated by the seller to avoid getting scammed, because me too get scammed as well. I bought this full medikit for 60k and its durability is only 100. Dura The proper or right durability of the field medikit is around 1200. So yeah, check the durability as always to make sure that you're not getting cheated on or you're paying good money on a worth it item. Now, my tips in terms of playing in matches is to always observe the environment.
Actually, pagkalabas natin dito,
Check
yun na,
every
maghanap
room
kami.
and corners. There's always a possible threat in those positions. You can see here that I was focusing on this room
Anong mission
and
mo?
the door. The reason being is that
Ah,
marauders or other players may be looting
inisip
on
ang lugar
that
namin.
room
Dito sa ano?
or someone may come
Dito
out
lang.
there. So yeah, sweep and clear first before you loot. Listen to every sound you hear and see on your compass. Those are crucial
Sa loob,
details to
sa
learning
loob
the
ba
position
sa'yo?
of your enemy.
家伙被
Here
同
we
三个
heard
连
our
击打死。
foe near to
Lalabas
our
yung akin.
position, so we hid first and listen to the movements we detect. Be stealthy. Reduce the chance of
Nasa
being
baba.
detected. If you're going to shift or move to another
Buti
point,
nasa baba.
make sharp runs or move to cover so you can
Buti nasa
quickly
baba.
have some sort of shield from bullets when fired upon. Relay every information you gather to your buddy so he or she would be aware of the enemy's whereabouts. Remember, communication is key. It's not just important on relationships, but it is also very crucial on video games, especially here in Lost Light. Remember, every detail matters. Tell them the number
Nagpa-active
of
na.
enemies you've spotted, weapons they're using, and their
Aray ko!
positions so that both of you can prepare your attack or
Tawa.
defense.
Muntik na
You can
ako.
see here that my mate and I are constantly exchanging information. Use obstacles for cover and concealment to reduce the danger
Nice.
and chance of you getting knocked.
Nanak din ako. Face it.
Use your tacticals, throw frags, flash, or even tear gas smoke to flush your enemy out or to damage them. Remain calm in such engagements. Panicking obviously won't do you good, and if your position
Hindi
was
ako naabutan.
compromised, make decisive actions such as pushing the enemy or deception through the use of tacticals or
Deads.
throwables.
Nice.
Proning or crouching won't help you in such engagement. Being stationary will put
Pre, may
more danger to you and your body. This is not like COD or
dito.
PUBG. The
Ano
damages
nasa baba
inflicted
pala,
on you
joke.
affects you a lot. Unlike on other games, you can end up fracturing your leg and tearing your limbs. Basically, this game applies realistic damages and injuries. Before you loot or you heal your body when it's knocked,
Dami ah.
make sure that the area is clear and that you and your body is still constantly
Oo.
exchanging information to prepare for another possible engagement and to minimize the chances of losing the game. Remember, safety first.
Ano
Check the
eh,
value of the loots before
ginawa
you
ko.
take off. You might leave a valuable item behind. One of the loots I usually take again are weapons, especially the modified ones because they are worth more than other items. Apart from guns, you can sell other items you find. Again, there are purple and orange mark items, which is very rare and it's worth a lot. When you're
Aray ko!
going to use stealth to your advantage, remember
Player,
to use
pre!
the
Pre!
environment to your advantage as well, such as
Walang arbor.
containers on a BAF factory. You can use that to conceal your position, and when you're in Akiyama, you can use the bushes because it can help conceal your position, but they're not good covers when fired upon. So make sure that you take down your enemy quick, or you can run fast enough to get cover. Stealth always is useful to engagements, though be aware that bots can always detect your position even from afar. So yeah, they will blow your cover. Also, don't be too confident when you're fighting a bot. A lot of bots use good guns and ammo that can pack a punch. Here are my clips of me using camouflage and stealth to my advantage.
Tinignan ko. Asan? Kuha ka rin sa taas. Dalit din. Playa? Nice. Andyan. What? Oh, nice. Aray, putang ina na yun. Saan ang galing yun? Ito, nandito sa gilid. Putang ina mo.
One thing you should know if you're going to use a sniper, especially in Akiyama or the harbor, is that there are wind currents and the distance matters, because the wind direction can curve the bullet of your sniper. It would sometimes move to left or right, depends on the wind current. So I suggest you observe the plants near you. They're moving on the left side or the right side, because they can alter your shot, mess it up, and it can blow your cover. Again, some players can play as a Marauder as well, and they can kill you. You can play as a Marauder, they can play as a Marauder, but you guys are not on the same team. Unless you have a duo, you and your duo are on the same team. Obviously, the other duos, they're your enemies. They have a time or window of spawn. I think it's usually when it's in buff, they spawn around 7 minutes or 8 minutes. In Akiyama, they'll spawn around 10 minutes. So yeah, know the time window of the spawn of the Marauder players, because they can be a very huge problem when you're about to extract. Don't stay or remain at the same position you've had an engagement, especially when you didn't knock your enemy. Remaining stationary will put you on greater risk, since your enemy uses any information to create a plan to lure you out or rush you. If you can't move away from your current position, use pre-firing as the best way to fight your enemy. It will prevent the enemy from shooting you. If they shoot you, they will end up getting hurt or possibly knocked. Depends on the placement of your shots. That's all, guys. I hope these tips would help you guys thrive and win. I wish you guys the best of luck. If you guys like the vid, please hit the like button and subscribe so you guys would be notified on my future contents. And if you guys want to maybe play with me, you can drop your IGN here in the comment section, and I can maybe help you guys attain certain rewards, or maybe I can give you certain equipments that would help you fight the odds here. That's all. Thank you for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day.